One message for you from your aunt. She will bust both of you in the head. You know hear me?
It's not rocket science, you know.
I think you, like me, have a face for radio.
You know hear me?
We gonna play with the players we got. Next man up.
That's why it sucked.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
This kind of unprofessionalism does not need to be tolerated. I mean it. Like,
You know hear me? You know hear me? You know hear me? You know hear me?
what the hell is going on here? Just all hang up.
Another episode of the BS Podcast.
Hang
I'm your
on,
host,
hang
Quincy
on,
Moran.
hang on. There's all kinds of noise in my ear now.
Oh, jeez.
We need a little bit more professionalism.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It is I, your humble servant, the Q Dog, and welcome to another episode of the BS Podcast as we talk today about Alabama beating the Tigers from Mizzou in T-Town 34-0. Let me go ahead and bring all the rest of my supporting cast on as we get ready to talk about this Alabama football, which, if you're new to this show, this is the BS Podcast. It stands for Bama Sports. It also stands for BS, whatever you determine that to be. And it's great that you know that this show is brought to you by Don't Tread on Meat.us. That's right, Don't Tread on Meat.us. As a healthy carnivore for going on 6 years, it is important to me that we spread the freedom of beef. Spread the freedom of beef. That's right. So go to don'ttreadonmeat.us, pick up a shirt right now, go evangelize freedom in America to eat beef. And without further ado, I'm here to introduce my cast, my supporting tandem co-host. Let's talk to the dynamic duo first, the Dashes, who cover DeBoer. That's right. Amber, tell the people who you are and what you do.
Boring to bore.
Yeah, after today's presser, that's what I'm going with. I'm Amber. I'm tired today. I am cousin to Josh and Quincy, and then I'm wife to Austin and daughter to Bill.
No, it's backwards. You just pointed at Bill when you said you're married. That was weird.
You insulted me greatly.
On my screen, I pointed to the right people.
Nope, you did.
Try it opposite. Try it opposite.
I think it's pretty gross that you guys would even think that.
That is really weird.
Do it backwards.
It's weird. It's very weird.
Is it backwards for real?
Yes, that's a true statement. True statement.
Moving
on.
on.
I'm so upset that you insulted me, calling me Josh.
So, my cousin Josh, my cousin Quincy. I'm so confused right now.
Yes.
My husband.
Hey,
Austin,
there we go.
And my dad, Bill.
Amber, Quincy, Uncle Bill, Austin.
We're struggling.
I did not.
Very good.
No. Hey, Dad. I just saw you a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So that is Amber Dash. She is part of the tandem of the Dashes on DeBoer, and we're going to get introduced to her husband now, which we now know who her real husband is. Austin Dash, tell the people who you are and what you do.
I am Austin, and I am married to her.
Wait a minute. You just
Quincy.
No.
What are we doing here, boys and girls?
I don't know. We're horrible. Okay. Yeah. I am a wannabe musician, so there's that.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what I do.
The cost to get your guitar fixed says you are not a wannabe. Yeah, musician.
Long story.
Well, I want to brag a little bit on the dynamic duo. They are fantastic singers, and if you have not, go check out their Facebook page, whatever the name of it is. Maybe they'll tell you. But man, they do, especially around Christmas. They do a great Christmas special every year, and I love it. And without further ado, Josh Moran, part of the world-renowned, world-known tandem known as the Moran Brothers. Josh, tell the people who you are and what you do.
I'm the cracker of the day, self-appointed. AB did not appoint me that, but the foundation people have been here working on our foundation today, and it's been very loud. So I've got a headache, but I'm trying to get rid of it with the new Red Bull flavor.
There you go.
Dude, I've had a
Awesome.
headache since last night. I don't understand.
Well, welcome to the program, Josh Moran.
And I do the second quarter.
Yes, and I will explain what we're going to do after that, but I'm glad you brought it up. And my faithful co-host for years on end, his name is Wild Bill. Wild Bill, tell the people who you are and what you do.
I'm Wild Bill. I don't know any of these four.
But your thing literally says,
Oh, gosh.
Austin's father-in-law.
Y'all,
That's
y'all,
a misprint.
he's getting to that age. He doesn't remember anybody anymore. Well, crap. Now we've got to put him in a home.
We've seen this happen before. That's right. So you get the duo that is the dashes on the board. Go ahead, brother. Do it.
I'm Amber's dad, Austin's dad-in-law,
Oh,
Josh and Quincy's uncle.
I want to see you point.
that's a relief because we thought for sure you didn't know who you were.
It's harder than it looks, man. That's Amber.
Just point up. As your dad says, the
Point up.
Lord Jesus is coming.
Yeah,
Point up.
Amen.
Well,
Hey,
Watch
Dad.
this lift it up.
Well,
Dad, can you turn your light down a little bit? You're like a glowy ghost
he's a
today.
friggin' angel. Of course he's glowing.
You think with him being in
all right, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, if this is your first time checking out the program,
That's better.
we do
That's better.
Bama sports, and the first we
Yes.
do it in 4 quarters, much like a football game. The first quarter is myself doing the stats from the previous game, and then Wild Bill gives us Bama bullet points. It's something that you do not want to miss. The second quarter is brought to you by Josh, and Josh gets to talk about whatever he wants. We unleash the man known as Josh Moran, and then our third quarter is the dynamic duo Austin and Amber, and they are the dashes that cover the board. Formerly, the our Saban correspondent Austin Dash. We plus won the show this year.
Then he retired.
Then Saban retired, and it shook the world globally, and so we had to change the show. And then we have the fourth quarter, which we talk about all kinds of stuff, namely our predictions from the week before, our predictions coming, and then typically argue amongst ourselves. And so like I say, there's a whole lot of BS, but it's time now. I want Amber, if she would, to bring up this video that I created pre-game. I posed a question on the Bama hotline and asked you, what if this was the day that Alabama changed a little something? So here is video proof of what I thought might happen, and I can only be upset with Sheridan and DeBoer that it didn't come perfectly true. But Amber, if you'd share that video, I'd greatly appreciate it. Yo, what's going on? It's October the 26th.
Hunter Wayne Ram.
Yep, that's him. It is about 10:09 Central Time in the morning, and I'm here to talk about Alabama football just briefly. What if this is the day? Hunter, come here. You want to hear this? What if this is the day they awaken the dogs?
Dad, I can see my
The
face.
sleeping dogs lie no more, and the Alabama Crimson Tide wake up. What if today is the day and the defense dominates and the offense racks up 40 points or more? What if they come together as a unit and they take slack no longer and excellence returns to the program from a player and coaching perspective? We're going to see what happens. Does Alabama score 41? Limit Missouri to 17. Time will tell. And for now, roll tide.
I'm half on that.
Roll tide, baby.
Put your phone in your pocket, Dad.
Put your phone in your pocket, Dad. All right. So there it was. So in my heart, I thought 34, and with my mouth, I said 41. So I failed. But hey,
instead of a kneel down, if they had just scored that touchdown, you'd have been right. So
Let Ty loose, man.
But
Ty
that's
loose.
not what you said on your prediction.
Oh no,
on
no, no,
ours.
no! It doesn't count.
Hey.
It doesn't count. It doesn't count. It's just what I thought
Let-
I would share.
He's trying to go for a moral victory here.
Let Richard Young eat.
Let the man eat. All right. Well, with that being said, it's time now to begin the first quarter. I just thought you guys would love to see that because I know I enjoyed it again. About the 50th time I watched it. It's time now for Wild Bill and his Bama bullet points. Bring it on, baby.
All
All right, Wild Bill.
Roll Tide. We ready to roll. Bullet point
Tide.
number one, since my daughter keeps me on such a clock. I bet none of y'all realize this. Alabama converted 0 first downs on third down through the first 3 quarters. We were 0 for 7 on third down through the first 3 quarters. We ended up 2 for 9 on third downs. Yep.
Impressive.
Number 2, we scored 4 touchdowns and we had 282 sack adjusted rushing yards.
Mercy.
Let that sink in. Number 3, dating back to last year's Iron Bowl, Alabama had 6 consecutive 1-score games in SEC play. Let that one sink in.
Yes, sir.
6 consecutive 1-score games in SEC play.
Wait a minute, Wild Bill. Are you telling me that started under the Saban era?
Yes, with the Iron Bowl.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Starting
that's
with
what
the Iron Bowl.
I didn't think Coach DeBoer was coaching last year. So, yeah.
Start dating back to last year's Iron Bowl. Yep. Freshman Richard Young had a 62-yard run in this game. Number 5, Missouri, that was their first shutout loss since 2019. Alabama has recorded 20 straight SEC home wins. Missouri averaged 3 yards per play. That's probably in your stats, for a total of 239 total yards of offense.
Yes, sir.
Missouri had 1 play of more than 15 yards. Last one, Bama has forced 10 turnovers in the last 3 games. And that is the bullet points for October the 28th, 2024.
I love it. I love it. There's a lot to talk about there. I will jump in on the stats so we can talk about those. And never, listen, Wild Bill, never detour from giving stats points. You just give them all day long.
Yeah, I try to leave
and I'll cover them again. It's not a problem. That's all right. I enjoy doing it, but man, your bullet points, probably one of my favorite parts of the show. All right, let's talk about Alabama 34. The Mizzou Tigers 0. Like Wild Bill said, quite an impressive. I mean, we'll get into it here in a few minutes, but just talking about, Missouri's leading running back out of the game, and then they put, Brady Cook out of the game as well. He really, really jacked his hand up. But let's go ahead and talk about the stats. First down. The Mizzou Tigers sitting at 15 compared to Alabama's 22. Third down efficiency, you heard it already, but 3 of 13 for Missouri. Alabama 2-9, but through 3 quarters, they could not convert on a third down. It was very troubling. Fourth down efficiency, 0 for 1 for Missouri. Alabama did not go for on fourth down. Total yards, let's talk about the Mizzou Tigers getting 239 yards compared to the Alabama Crimson Tide hitting 486 yards. Now, here's something that's pretty difficult. I'm going to have to pause right there because I copied this. And I have to go back and get the passing yards. I copied it on this medium that is not working out for me. It shows 215. Shoot. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go back and look for it because it didn't copy it over properly. My fault. Gumming up the show. But hey, it's all good. All right, here we go. Nobody likes dead air. Wild Bill, sing a song.
No, sir.
Okay.
Ain't happening.
That was enough time. No worries. Okay, passing yards. That's why it was passing yards so low it didn't record for Missouri. 72 passing yards on 13 and 24 for 3.0 yards per pass, compared to 215 passing yards for Jalen Milroe, 16 to 26 for 8.3 yards. And let me tell you what would have happened if Jalen could hit an open receiver. Never mind. Let's talk about interceptions thrown. 3 for Mizzou, 0 for the Crimson Tide. Guess I should be appreciative of that. And then looking at the running game, 167 yards without their starting running back on 39 attempts for 4.3 yards a carry, 271 yards for the Alabama Crimson Tide. And you heard it already. I think 62 of those yards came on one run from Mr. Young himself. 37 attempts, 7.3 yards per carry. Penalties, man, we just keep winning that battle in the wrong way. 5 for 55 for Mizzou, 7 for 85 for the Crimson Tide. Turnovers, 3. We were +3 in the turnover game, which is always effective, especially if you can turn it into points, which we were able to do. And that was all in 3 interceptions. Here's something I feel is pretty interesting. Time of possession, 30 minutes and a second for Mizzou, 29 minutes, 59 seconds for Alabama. So time is pretty equal there, Wild Bill. That was odd for me. Because we bring everybody back on to the Don't Tread on Meat.us stage and talk about this. Josh, I want to get your thoughts, and then Wild Bill, I'll get your thoughts as well.
He's already got his hand up. He's like, me.
What impact do you believe the starting running back for Missouri not being in the game, what impact do you believe that had?
First, I'd like to start with if you don't have a Starlink by the next time we do this freaking podcast, we're going to have to fine you.
What happened to my signal breakup?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're a little every now and then.
And we have a very important segment coming up in which we don't want that to happen. So if you don't have Starlink by the next time we do this podcast, you just won't have Starlink. So what were you saying?
I can officially say I will not have Starlink. So the next time we do this, I will not have
Oh my
Starlink.
God. How
But with that being said,
right when he said Starlink, cut out. And now he's frozen.
The government is listening to us.
He's frozen.
Am
Go
I
ahead,
back?
Austin. Austin, what were you going to say? Go.
What was I going to say?
You went.
Once he asked me about the running backs, that had anything
Oh,
to do
okay.
with it. Now he's
Okay.
just
Go
frozen,
ahead.
and it's really throwing a damper in this. But
He's not
I
frozen
think
now.
I think a lot of it had to do with their quarterback. First of all, not being able to play very well. But honestly, they didn't look like they were going to win that game no matter what. I think our team actually showed up. They got started a little late, and I thought Austin would be screaming in the chat, but that never happened.
Listen, the defense had a fire that they haven't had. So
it was nice to see Austin very calm in the chat, which was
well, you know what? I was
Yeah,
sound
just-
checking during the second quarter, so I saw bits and pieces of the second quarter. So
all right. Well,
Second
more
half-
on that later.
second half was better.
More on that later.
Well,
But,
hopefully I'm not still frozen, but Wild Bill, let me get some thoughts from you. At what point?
Wild Bill,
Am I-
do you know where you are?
Am I
I'm waiting
frozen?
for the- No.
No, you're
No.
good.
Oh, okay.
No,
I thought they were
you're not.
laughing. At what point did you look at the screen and go, will you just give Ty Simpson a chance to throw the football a little bit during the football game? I'm not even talking at the last drive, which I was screaming at plenty. But did you have any thoughts that with Jalen missing so many passes, should we let Ty Simpson hop on and throw the ball a little bit?
I was over in the first series.
Well,
But-
everybody in this podcast is racist.
Not why I want Ty
I-
to start,
you
but
know,
anyway.
I don't know. I can't understand why he is struggling so bad to hit these guys that are wide open. It just baffles me. And I don't know. But
I think it's
y'all-
having an adverse effect too on the wide receiver core because you
Yeah,
can
they're
see
not
their
happy.
frustration.
Yeah.
because
Especially
Kobe
running.
Prentice was wide open on that out, and he just had to dive to try to get an arm on it. And but y'all tell me, why can we not convert a third down?
Because they're all third and long. I mean, first of all, if you watch NFL football, the key is to have third and shorts or third and manageable. And we're in a lot of third and longs, which are not going to yield you a high percentage of.
Well, if you're watching the Raiders, you're not watching the NFL football.
I watch a lot of. I'll have you know, we were. Had a chance to beat the Chiefs yesterday until about 8 minutes left in the game. Anyways, the NFL is big on that. I mean, you know, but it seems like we come out and sometimes just run twice and then set ourselves up for a long third down. Or there's not a lot of as the game went on, the play calling got better. Obviously, you can tell, but I think the more we were able to lean on the running game instead of Jalen, it worked out as well too.
Hey, I want to say too, let's not diminish the fact that Missouri's got a top 10 defense. So just throwing that out there.
They were number 9 in defense, and they're still ranked number 25.
Yeah.
So we just blanked an SEC team. It was the first time since 2020 there was a shutout in the SEC. I think
2019 with Missouri.
No. In the SEC.
Oh, could be.
Period.
But for an Alabama football team to go 0 for 7 through 3 quarters on converting third down is inexcusable.
I'd have to agree.
I got to tell you, you know what's more inexcusable? Losing to Vandy. And so I'm happy we won 34 to
Not
nothing.
bad Tennessee team.
Vandy is good.
They gave Texas the business.
I'm not
They did
have
just
to do
saying
some
we
come from
shouldn't have
behind.
lost to them. We still shouldn't have lost to them.
But
I
Vandy
totally
is
agree.
good.
And to Josh's credit, and Amber, I'll ask you about this just to get your thoughts. I think in the beginning of the football game, and what's been a problem throughout the season, is the predictability of Sharon's play calling. Sheridan just is so predictable. If the commentators can tell you what you're going to do when you get down to the red area, I think it might be a problem. Amber, what do you think about that?
Yeah, it is a problem. I was not happy. I actually watched the first half of the game. I was at mom and dad's. And well, I watched most of the first half and I was so aggravated. I finally left. Did I not? I left because I was like, I'm not even going to watch this. I mean, I thought we would win, but I was like, I don't want to keep seeing the same play calls over and over with the same results over and over. I yelled multiple times, please just put Ty in. Like, I mean, he can't do any worse. He can't. It's not possible. He can't do any worse.
Well, I do know what I think is that even just
we're
to
at 2 minutes.
You got it. Even just to still Jalen a little bit, he is just off when it comes to passing the football. Thank heavens he runs the ball and he's making some better decisions. But in the play against Tennessee, I was watching Brooks Austin, and there are multiple plays where he just pulls the ball or he hands the ball off, and it's not. You would think at this part of his development he would be a little more keen on where the ball should go. You know, when it's like an RPO or an option to pull or give. And I'm just not seeing that, and it's very disappointing. But
And run
Josh.
when you can run.
Hey, I wanted to
Yes.
say I was going to get back to the Tennessee thing about how we lost them and Vandy. Tennessee goes on the road to play Vanderbilt in the last game of the year during rivalry weekend. And I'm going to tell you, Tennessee's probably going to be coming off a loss to Georgia 2 weeks prior and a win against UTEP. So they might be fighting for their lives in
Listen,
the playoffs against Vandy.
The guy that I travel with is a Tennessee fan, and every week he goes, Tennessee, yeah, we're going to lose to Vandy. Vandy is going to beat us.
If they play like they do at home, yeah, they're going to beat that Tennessee team.
And it's at Vandy too.
It's not a fluke. They beat us
It's
at
at
home. They should have beat. They almost could have beat Texas, and now they're. I mean, come on, the writing's on the wall for that crap.
Well, here's what I'd like to do, because we have a bye week next week. So the show for next week, I think it'd be great if we select teams to talk about that are in front of Alabama and kind of predict what we think they're going to do schedule-wise to see who gives Bama the opportunity to get into that number 12 spot, because that's all we care about right now. We're definitely not going to the SEC championship. So there's going to have to be some losses. So maybe we'll talk about that offline. But that's really all we have with the stats and Wild Bill's Bama bullet points. A lot of good discussion about Alabama and where we're headed. It's nice to be on the winning side of things again, and we can breathe a little bit easier. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time. I want to make sure that when you're watching this program, make sure that you comment below on whatever medium or platform you're watching us on. That way we can share your comments on the show. Please keep them G-rated. Unless you're making fun of Josh, I will allow some slander and some slur and probably some profanity. But otherwise, please keep it PG, and we'll put your comments on the show. Josh, go ahead.
There's a disclaimer on this one, Uncle Bill. You will need your eye muffs for one photo.
Your eye muffs.
Get ready for that to do this, just for one photo. Exactly. I'll give you the cue, and then you do that for one photo. All right, cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the first quarter. We're going to take a timeout real quick, and we're going to head right into the second quarter. Second quarter. The second quarter is sponsored by IamJoshMoran.com. Go to IamJoshMoran.com for high quality crap. That's right. Go there. Get you some. You can even buy a shirt. Go to Josh Moran. Go to IamJoshMoran.com. High quality crap. And with that, we'll turn the second quarter over to none other than Josh Moran.
All right. Thank you for that. That was right on time, because I was about to say something.
Well, why do you have two songs? Nobody else does.
Well, this one's just generic. I mean, if Quincy
Yeah,
wants to
this is just what's in the system.
Hey, so we're going to talk about politics starting out today. I haven't really leaned heavily on politics. But look, with an election coming up, I kind of wanted to talk some shit about a couple people and just have a little fun with that.
I know what he's going to talk about.
He's getting us canceled.
Not Puerto Rico. We're not. That was too recent.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
What's your guess?
Are you going to talk about Tim Waltz and AOC playing Madden?
I'm not. That was too recent, and that was
No,
very
but
gay.
that would
Although
have
I
been
did see that.
perfect.
And if there are any people around the world that fall for that and vote for them because of that, they are gay.
Mr. Football Coach said she can run a mean pick six.
All right, timer started.
Yep. 13 minutes.
So I'm sure y'all saw that Trump went and worked at McDonald's about a week ago, I guess, was all the hoopla. And you had a lot of people, that went there, and a lot of people were overreacting. And here's a clip of how the left, if it went the way the left wanted it to go, this is how it would have went.
Oh my gosh.
What are we watching?
It's an AI video, dude. I find these things and I like them. So that's what you saw. The world was melting. He was pouring fries on people, he was just killing people. Honestly, I think there was a lot of third-degree burns. But here's a clip of how it actually went.
Oh.
Yeah.
Crap. Sorry. I
Amber.
didn't know you were gonna go that fast. I told y'all I'm not in it today.
Let that keep running. I want you to look at the joy on Trump's face.
Those cats look happy too.
Yeah. All right, you can cut it. So as you can guess, the media was not happy about it because that was cute, and it was. It doesn't really get any better than that. So while he was in the drive-thru, there's the music. While he was working the drive-thru, he had a special guest, and he ended up getting a surprise vote. If you'd run that vote for me, and I'll fix all the ice cream machines. You got it, Jack. Hey, Joe Biden's in, dude. He's gonna vote for Trump. This is your cue, Uncle Bill. I need you to put on your eye muffs. Our reporters at AB's Twitter page has found the only known photo of Kamala working at McDonald's.
Oh, crap. Hold on. Sorry. I'm having a hard time.
There you go.
Oh my! Come on,
you can take it down. Take it down. Hang on, Uncle Bill.
Okay.
There you go.
You're good.
I mean, I cackled when I saw that.
He's
So
a hamburglar.
Quincy is
Daddy.
Supposed to be a family friendly.
Quincy, your time is coming up. I need you to fix your Wi-Fi. Okay. So I don't know if you know, but Beetlejuice sucks, and so does Michael Keaton and Batman and all the characters he played. I'll just let you watch the video and decide for yourself.
Hi, Michael. For some of you folks who, guys mostly, I guess, who are thinking about attending a rally with Musk and Trump, they don't really respect you. They laugh at you behind your back. They think you're stupid. They don't want to hang out with you. They have nothing in common.
you don't want to hang out with people
They're not your
either.
bros. And I'm telling you, when Trump years ago, I guess, said I could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and they'd still vote for me, basically what he's saying in parentheses is these people are so stupid, they're so dumb, they'd still vote for me. They have no respect for you. Trust me. Hey,
I don't really understand the point of
can
his
we-
video.
Can we talk about this being a weird angle to where he's like, help me?
I never thought that Batman would be a soy boy, but nonetheless, I had AI make a photo of me punching Beetlejuice in the face. Show the pic. Now, I don't know why I'm Beetlejuice, and it looks like Meta AI must hate me, and I'm punching myself. So it didn't work out.
My biggest question is why are
You
you
do that
wearing
often in
Gucci
real life, don't
overalls?
you?
Yeah, I don't know why I'm wearing that, and yes, I do that in real life. So I think Meta AI hates me. So I'm gonna try it one more time. I got something for Beetlejuice. Roll clip.
Oh, was it Britney's?
Oh my gosh.
No, other one. No, the other one.
Okay.
He's got it figured
This
out.
is not family friendly anymore.
All right, so
We
I don't know
are.
if you
not.
guys heard, but the USA has a new form of torture, and it quite possibly might be the most effective form yet. Roll clip.
Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah.
Oh no!
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You think so?
Is that Keanu Reeves?
That's literally all they got to play for me is that stupid cackle. My God, she's an idiot.
All right, so we're getting close to the end of the politics, so I figured hopefully we
Interesting.
can get a lot of
Literally my favorite thing that he sent me today.
hopefully a lot of people melt down if Trump wins, but we're going to take a live look at what Whoopi Goldberg will look like if he gets elected.
I'm just gonna go ahead and share that right now.
The view sucks, Whoopi. You and your friends are idiots.
Was that her
Was
or
that
Joey
a-
Behar?
Was that,
Hey,
was that an Arkansas
interchangeable.
Razorback?
One would be
Yeah.
a white pig, though, so you'd have
That
to
was
change.
that was actually Sam Pittman.
All right, so we're gonna. There's gonna be a lot of that happening, and that's probably one of the biggest reasons I want Trump to win. Not only the economy and all the other good things, but just the meltdown, and you can already see it happening. I mean, there's people threatening to leave the country again, and it's like,
They ain't going.
shut up, shut up.
They didn't the last time, so highly doubt they're gonna this time.
All right, so we're gonna talk a little football real quick. So I just wanted to spotlight Indiana football. I don't know if y'all been paying attention. They have lost 712 games all time. That's
How
the
many?
most by 712.
Oh wow.
That is the most of any FBS or FCS team. They are the most losing school in all of history. They're the fourth worst winning percentage at 42%. A little note for you. Not yet, Amber. I'll point to when it's time for that.
Oh, sorry.
They lost more than Auburn has.
They've lost the most out of any college ever.
Well, even if they lost more than Auburn, Auburn's definitely working their best to catch up.
Yeah. So a little fun fact, I was thinking while I was coming up with this, I'm like, okay, Coach DeBoer, he coached at Indiana, and he was the OC there, and they went 8-5 the year he was there. So if he can have a winning record at Indiana, I think we're all right. But even more of a fun fact, Kurt Cignetti is now 8-0 for the best start in school history. He coached under Saban from 2007 to 2009, Roll Tide, and he was
Roll.
He played quarterback at West Virginia.
Yeah.
Did not know that. Thank you for adding. And he was 52-9 in 5 years at James Madison. I had no idea he was the reason James Madison was so good. So bring up that poll here.
Sorry.
So I got some notables. Pittsburgh beat Syracuse 41-13. They're 7-0, or our former quarterback Eli Holston. Then Texas squeaks by Vandy 27-24. A&M with the big win against LSU 38-23. Colorado Buffs are 6-2. That's gay. But Florida State is 1-7.
And they've lost all three of their like people, their wide receivers that had committed to come there next year. All three of them have decommitted and committed other places.
And if you watched any of the Ohio State game, they barely beat Nebraska. So, in my opinion, I think we have some pandemonium coming ahead. So, I want to check out the polls. Who do you all think is going to win it after week 8? Should we get playoff rankings coming out
No
soon?
clue.
I have
Absolutely no clue.
Every time I think a team's good, they go, nuh-uh.
Yeah, me too. I just Oregon is up there, but I think they can trip up easily.
I was like, nobody can beat Texas. Oh, wait.
Yep, same.
Texas could have another loss coming. I mean, you never know. A&M,
I gotta say, Josh, it's kind of tough to see this, but I did not see What's the pathway forward for Oregon football? I didn't really see anything that was grandiose that could cause them to stumble if they play good football.
You'll have a Big Ten championship game,
Ohio State.
which will probably be a rematch with Ohio State or Indiana if Indiana beats Ohio State next week.
You know
Go
what?
Indiana.
Do they still play Penn State? Is that still
They
a
do not.
thing?
Actually, they play
Ohio State
Michigan,
plays Penn
Maryland,
State.
Wisconsin, and Washington. Hell, they're going to win out. Okay, so that's one team, but they're not going to win a championship. So I don't think they're going to win a championship. If just by chance, if we were to play Oregon and got that far, we would already have figured out our problems and we would wax Oregon. But it's just all about. I don't know. We're gonna have some fun. Is all I got to say. This first year of the playoffs is shaping up to be.
I think Joe Klatt today said that there was still 27 teams that were mathematically possible for them to get there.
And we're after it. This is 8 games for a lot of teams, so we're getting down to the stretch. So it's going to happen, and everybody's going to complain that they didn't get in as the 12th team, and then they're going to expand it to 16.
Oh my God! You got 2.5 minutes left.
All right, so let's move on. We got 2 more things. I want to show you this just because I like bacon, and the dog does too. And I figured I'd share this with everybody. Check out this little cute hungry pup.
Hold on.
My word.
I have so many videos loaded in for you and for Josh that I don't know what happened. And it's cute, and I don't know why it disappeared.
Well, tell them to do them themselves.
No, that's part of my job as the producer of Josh's segment. And of course, I produce my own segment.
I'm glad it's not a paid job because she'd get fired.
I'd get fired today.
That's my
What in the
right
Austin Dash?
That's great stuff right there, dude.
What in the Austin Dash?
Get it, doggy.
That was worth the wait.
Man, if I got a piece of bacon that as big as me, dude, I'd probably have a heart attack the next day.
Ours would do that too.
You know, Josh, that's probably reminiscent of you when you were a teenager and some of the programs you used to watch.
Funny. All right, so this is my walk-off here. We got to take it to Austin a little bit because just when we were counting on Austin to be his true self in the Bama hotline, so we can have a funny bit, he hid himself to the outside world. So so people don't really know who he is. So we're gonna pivot. I actually had AI write us a short story about Austin. And Quincy is going to be narrating this in a distinguished English narrator voice.
Yes, totally. Indeed.
Start it.
The Chronicles of Austin, the 4.7 Dasher. Austin started at his notes for the BS podcast, his mind racing with anxiety. He was supposed to lead the discussion on the latest football game, but he was too worried about what his co-host and listeners would think of him. He didn't want to come across as too opinionated or too silly. So, he played it safe, stumbling over his words and failing to make any meaningful points. His wife Amber, who was also his producer, said in the hotline chat, "Calm down, Austin. If you are yourself, people will know who you really are." Truthfully, that was easy for Austin to do, because Austin already felt like he was living a lie. So pretending to be someone he wasn't, it came easy to him. If he was being true to himself, he'd be loud, boisterous, and unapologetic as a host, cracking jokes and sharing wild stories. But he was too terrified of being judged. What kind of life is that? Hiding away, sad, scared, needing hugs. Off the air, Austin felt suffocated by his own insecurities. He longed to sleep in till 11.
What is happening?
Down a few shots of Jack Daniels and show off his impressive 4.7 40-yard dash.
What is happening?
Go ahead in.
to all the locals down at the high school. But that wasn't the persona he had created for himself. So he put on a mask, thus hiding his inner self from the world. As the podcast ratings continued to tank, it seemed into eternal damnation. Austin realized he had a choice to make. Will he unveil his true inner self to the world and risk losing listeners and maybe even friends? Or will he continue to fake it and lose himself completely? He looked over at his beautiful, stunning, very pushy, sometimes controlling gift from God, wife, Amber, who was watching him with a knowing glance. And he thought deeply, whilst he had a long, blank, confused, scared look on his face. And he decided, I cannot reveal myself. I will not. Austin was a coward and knowingly decided to be one for the rest of his days, thus letting down his podcast co-host on a weekly basis until they parted this earth. The end.
What just happened?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I felt like I was watching National Geographic the whole time.
Was there a video?
I may or may not have added the stuff about Amber and a couple.
Yeah, you're an a-hole. I can't even call ads on here.
To a gift from God. And I
Yeah,
gave
and then
all
you
of
called me controlling. I wish I could control his butt. That would be fantastic. He's a wild heifer.
I had to
Ain't got no
read,
control
so I
over
didn't.
him.
I didn't see if there was a video or anything.
No,
so.
there was just music, but it sounded like the wild gazelle runs
Yes.
across
Oh.
the
That's
crowded
exactly
floor.
what I was going for
Yes.
there. And,
Well, I
you know
stumbled a
what?
couple times myself, but it was fun to do.
The silver lining in all this is, Austin, just don't be afraid to be yourself, okay, buddy? And that's the
Okay,
second
buddy.
quarter. That's it.
Time is,
Oh my
he
God.
went way
That's it.
over.
That's all I
He
got.
did go way
Ladies
over.
and gentlemen,
But it was Quincy that was going over, so I can't do anything about it. He's the boss.
Well, the
That,
boss
ladies and
can be
gentlemen,
boss
was
man
your
can be
second
reprimanded also.
that's right.
Hey.
You hold this boss to accountability.
Hey, I'm
Ladies and
good.
gentlemen, it's time now. Hey, Austin, this is just between you and me. You better get your crap together and get all over this thing, buddy.
I'm pretty sure he's going to have a lot to say for the LSU game. Like, I'm
Let's hope
pretty
it's all
sure.
good. And now it's time for the dashes on DeBoer. That's
Okay.
right. The dashes on DeBoer brought to you by Grit and Grace Goodies. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, kids only if you have your parents' permission, go to www.graceandgoodies. Gritandgracegoodies.com. Why, I screwed that up. Use offer code ROLLTIDE20 for 20% off the entire site. And without further ado, it is Austin and Amber, the dynamic duo dashes on DeBoer.
I'm not really sure where my dad went, but okay. So I'm going to talk about my
Hey,
weekend. because
first off, though, on Grit and Grace Goodies, you can get shirts like the one I have on right now.
yes, it's an Appalachia Strong shirt.
And money goes to the people in the mountains.
Okay, so just really quick, I want to talk about my weekend because Coach DeBoer is boring as crap, and our we have lots of videos to show, but we don't have to show all of them. So I just want to talk about my weekend. This weekend, I got to live my 13-year-old dream come true. I got to see one of my favorite pop stars from back in the thousands, Jesse McCartney. So everybody there was over 30. Everybody, please tell me why a concert for over 30s started at 8:00. No clue. Me and the girls I was there with, we were dead tired. So
That's because you're elderly.
I am also elderly. So this is I'm going to show a video. This is my friend Katie. She is 36 and single, guys. So if there's any single guys watching, hit me up and I'll help you out. This was when he first came out. She was so excited. She was more excited than our other friends that were there. I had to get her video. I had to get her face on video. She was so excited. It was a really good concert. The opening act was no. It was a no for me. I don't know why you're going to do a concert for old ladies, over 30 ladies,
Amen.
and have like a 20-something girl as the opening act for. Yeah, it was weird. But he did sing. We all made Grit and Grace Goodies provided shirts, and we had our 4 favorite songs shown on CDs because cassette tapes are kind of like a thing. But he sang 3 of the 4 that was on my shirt. I was so excited. I know y'all just love it so much. He said he wore his Alabama red on his suit, which in person it didn't really look crimson at all, but it's okay. He didn't know better. He's from California. He didn't know any better. So just a couple more and then I'll quit talking about Jesse McCartney so we can talk about football. But it was like a great weekend. The year I turned 30, we saw the Jonas Brothers, and I turned 35 in December and got to see Jesse. This is my favorite part because he looked right at my phone and I was like, yes. He didn't look at me, but he looked at my phone. Just want to throw out there that I do think that my husband is a much better singer than Jesse McCartney. But, you know, Jesse McCartney has been famous for 25 years. So,
and I've barely been alive that long. So there's that.
So a lot of people don't know that the song Bleeding Love by Leona Lewis, Jesse McCartney actually co-wrote. So he sits down. This is the only time they bring the piano out. Like some dude got paid a whole bunch of money just to bring this piano up.
Just gonna throw out that piano sounds like junk.
It's probably not a Norden there, honey. I don't care what he's playing as long as he's singing Bleeding Love because it's my favorite. And he doesn't always sing it, but he has been as of late. And just really quick, I was deaf when we left this concert because of this right here. When they started screaming for the encore, I could not hear. Like when we left the concert hall, I literally could not hear. I felt like I was yelling at Austin on the phone. But he came out and sang the song he's famous for. Beautiful song. And it is, in fact, a 20-year-old song. And I remember when it came out, so I don't even want to talk about it. But anyway,
I don't
that's what
remember
I did this
anything.
weekend. And Austin was on the road. They were in Missouri and Indiana, and it was cold where they were. And he didn't take a hoodie.
Nope, because I'm obviously stupid and my wife wasn't here to remind me. So there's that.
I shouldn't have to remind you what to do to stay warm. So here we go. We've got a ton of tabs in 10 minutes. So let's go.
Do it. Okay. Look at that. We got some fire from DeBoer. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening.
Coach Saban is
He's
starting
yelling
to.
at people.
Starting.
Hey, you can bring the guys on the screen.
He's starting to impart his.
Hey, Quincy. I think our little inspirational video we just did inspired Austin. Do you hear that?
Hey, show the video again, babe.
I've already X'd it out. Sorry.
We need that, Austin. We need that energy.
You seriously?
I X'd it out, baby. We've got like 15 other tabs open.
Go to the next video. Next video.
Can only do so much.
Because what I was going to say applies to this one too.
Sorry, Austin.
Yeah.
No, that's not it.
That sticks out in my mind too.
Sorry.
That's not it.
You know, there was a hit in there, and you could Thunderous.
This is the only clip usable from today.
You know, and
that's from Saturday. Try again.
Okay, whatever. I didn't watch it.
Guys downfield blocking. great effort. That's something I see from them. The want to is there, and to see it pay off in that type of way, and then have guys making plays. There's some momentum things and things that we can build off from there too. But that was
okay. Good. We have like no time, and
Okay.
we have 8 minutes.
Can you find the video of the run?
You did not even begin to send me that in order.
Yes, I did.
No,
Oh,
you
yes, I
did not. No,
I
you did not.
Okay.
It seems we have a little more friction when Amber has to produce Austin.
It seems like we have a problem with communication.
No, I don't. He
Okay,
didn't
this
send
is
any
not
of
that
these to me
run.
in order. Then I don't know what run you're talking about.
Okay, just play that one.
He's talking about when Justice Haynes run over that boy.
Yes, I am.
I don't have that. You didn't send me that. I have the video of the guys on the sideline. I have the video of Tim Keenan taking the guard for a ride, and I
Then
have.
just play what you have.
I got it. I can actually share it right now if you want me to share my screen.
Yes, do that.
Oh,
right,
okay.
I can share my screen real quick. Share screen. Share screen.
I can only put it up if you send it to me, honey.
Pretty
Share this
sure I
screen.
did.
Oh, wait,
You
there it
didn't
is.
send me that.
y'all
Yeah,
see
you
that?
did not send me that. Hold on. Yes.
You talking about this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
That is a well.
We didn't. There you go.
One more time.
One more time. Let's watch this.
Yeah, that was
Smack!
Justice Haynes.
Enjoy your back problem.
That is a well.
Okay, we've got Mark Ingram 2.0, ladies and gentlemen.
beautiful. Enjoy your back problem.
Give him the ball. Okay, next
Give him
video.
all the ball. Jam runs hard too, you know.
Can they all run with the ball at the same time? And here we go. Give him the ball too.
We go.
He's sitting on the bench.
Wait, Quincy, is that the reason you didn't get to 41 right there? Because he didn't score?
Yes, then they held the ball down.
Quincy, you almost had it. You almost had it.
I love how the linemen are like running behind him going,
Hey,
He don't have the breakaway speed.
No, Ty sprinted down and was going to try to block for him, but he's slow. So,
the quarterback.
oh, here we go. Here we go. What about this? Watch, play it again.
What are we looking for here, Austin?
Watch 96 on the right hand side.
He was living in the backfield right there.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the starting defense coming back out for the fourth down?
I think that was awesome.
Them-
I'm super stoked that DeBoer brought him out.
Kalen DeBoer's exact words was, "We wanted to get the shutout."
At that moment, and that was important to me to get that shutout. Called timeout and wanted to see what they're going to do is simply get our feet in the dirt and play ball and try to preserve the shutout. So that drive was disappointing because we threw some new faces in and gave up, I believe, 3 explosives, and I think there were maybe only 4 in the total game, one before that. So
I just want to acknowledge down here that on sports trending right now in the right hand side, Norvell is trending right now.
What the expectation is for our defense. So I thought we took a step in the right direction there.
Hey, there you go. Okay, DeBoer's showing some Saban.
Yeah,
What's
do you
next?
have? Oh, you already got more videos. All right, I'm gonna shut up.
Oh yeah, he sent me a way more than you do.
I love it, Austin. Let's keep this up. I love it.
Then this moment I thought was
Loved
special.
this.
Jalen Milroe approaches defensive coordinator Kane Womack and says, "Great job." He knows that Womack wanted that shutout and how much he wanted to make a point for his defense. And then this moment I thought was special.
I loved that.
Okay, that's why Jalen Milroe's still in the game, unfortunately. But that's
Yeah,
pretty
because
cool.
he's a stupid nice guy.
Here we go. White boys can jump.
Yeah, that's impressive. I wish I was that photographer.
Isn't that guy filling in for Sab?
Yes.
I got to tell you what, when Sab comes back, we got to find a way to get both of them on the field. That guy's not your normal white guy. That dude is fast.
No. Yes.
He can jump. He's probably got some. If you did his ancestry,
I don't hear Quincy.
Thing, he probably has some little bit
Quincy's muted.
little bit of African in him. You know
I'm telling you.
What?
So basically, this is just saying people were talking about attitudes are bad on the sidelines, inmates are running the asylum, whatever, and
there's
they're being coached. They have good attitudes. So
I think there's two things to talk about on that particular clip. Number one, this is not about the clip, but Austin, thank you for telling me that I was muted. Had some technical difficulties there, so that was freaking awesome. But two things I want to point out there. Yes, that he's coaching Ryan Williams, which he does need some coaching, route running, and to continue on some blocks. So that's impressive. I love that coach too. His energy is great. Coach DeBoer kind of backing it up with the love, and then one of the most important parts of that particular clip was Party in the USA playing by Miley Cyrus, one of my all-time favorite songs. I love that song, man.
Is that it, babe?
No, you have more. Trust me.
Okay. I love some Party in the USA. Here we go. How about this stat, guys? Scroll up. 18 turnovers so far this season and leads the SEC. Last year they had 19 in 14 games.
Now I will say that they say that Kane Womack's defense creates a lot of turnovers. That has been as advertised.
Yeah.
That has.
So now if we can just score off of them, we'll be good.
Well, also, too, I was trying to comment earlier, and I'll just bring this up real quick. I think that Kane Womack is a better negotiator than Coach Sheridan because he got the starters back in to seal the deal, for the shutout. But Coach Sheridan couldn't negotiate with Coach DeBoer about scoring the last freaking touchdown.
Yeah.
So, at least letting Ty sling it. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous.
Okay, so the first clip I showed was DeBoer jumping on the lineman, and somebody said they don't respect him. They didn't look him in the eye. Well,
there's two videos of people not looking Saban in the eye.
Can you zoom in on the first video?
No, I can't zoom in on anything.
You can go down to the right, bottom right, and it can make it full screen if you want to.
Oh well, okay. Just go back up now. Play DeBoer. Show that. Okay, so this is Amber when I haven't washed the dishes.
Hey, AI knew they included that into the story earlier.
That is rude.
All right,
just
how are we looking
about
on
what's
time?
happening. At the timer's fixing to go off, but I had to throw this up because fire Neil Brown, everybody. Fire Neil Brown.
Billboards all across Morgantown. So
so for all the people that have no idea what you're talking about, let people know who that is.
Okay, West Virginia's head coach sucks. So we're now at the point in year 5 where there's now billboards all around Morgantown saying fire Neil Brown. So he gets to see that every day on his way in.
Saturday night.
But they still suck.
Well, and they also gave up 3 unanswered touchdowns to almost lose. Arizona just ran out of time.
Wait, let's put this into context. What guy in his right mind wants to go play football in West Virginia?
Hey, listen.
Okay. I don't put up with this in West Virginia.
I don't care if you do or don't.
Hey, listen. West Virginia is the reason for the best part of her life.
And also the worst.
What? Did Saban retiring? You talking about?
No. And also, everybody don't be mad when Nick Saban comes home to Morgantown next year and coaches the Mountaineers.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Jimbo.
Gosh.
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be a
I
gym
know.
They can't
load.
have
That's what I'm
you,
worried about.
Austin Amber, good
Take
job
him.
on that. I like the clips. I like the clips.
I wanted to show that billboard to go. Okay, hopefully this will not be us in 2 years. So there you go.
No, I'm rolling with the boar. You know how it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there is your third quarter. That is the Dashes on the Board. Remember, the Dashes on the Board is brought to you by Grit and Grace Goodies. That's right. Go to www.gritandgracegoodies.com. Offer code ROLLTIDE20 for 20% off your entire site. And now it's time for the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. The fourth quarter brought to you by Man versus Marriage, the podcast. That's right. Man versus Marriage, the podcast. You want to be a better man? You want to be a better husband? Do you want to be a better lover? Come on over and check out Man versus Marriage, the podcast. That is where we are getting things done. We're asking you the question, how good do you want your marriage to be? It's up to you. All you got to do is be willing, and we can help you get there. All right. With that being said, I love that. What is that?
What?
I don't know.
I don't know.
One of the guy that's a season ticket holder gave it to me today. They was giving them out at the ball game Saturday.
What's it say?
IMM.
Alabama Public Health.gov/IMM. They're doing wanting everybody to get the jab.
Oh, yeah. Bump that.
But
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I got a free towel out of it. So
that works. It's time now for that notorious shirt drop that comes every single week. I have promised you a shirt drop. And this week I have failed you, much like the Missouri defense. This week's shirt looks a little something like this.
Yeah.
That's right.
Plain
So
Jane.
that shirt, that shirt will be available hopefully by the end of the night for $34 and no cents. Yes.
If you want to go to Grit and Grace Goodies and use your coupon code, this shirt is available also.
That's right. Go get some game day.
That last
I love
shirt
that
you
shirt.
showed, just the red one, that looks like kind of like the 5X shirts they will let fat people buy because it's just basically a sheet to put over yourself.
There you go. You know, I wanted to bring up a cause for concern. This is not something that I did, but it is something that I want to use as a teaching tool for Josh as we're on live programming and I can't edit things out. And this also is the power of AI. Josh, be very cognizant when you are on camera because it's always watching you. So make sure you look and you're not picking your nose because that is not that's not a good thing.
You talk about when I did that? Like,
yeah, you are digging 4 layers deep into
why
the
are you trying to
nostril,
catch people? Why are you trying to
Man,
catch
that's-
people? Like, it's a simple, like, quick thing, and when you freeze it, it's like you can make a whole political statement about it. That is
No,
jacked up.
I thought it was a funny thing because it's actually like the thumbnail on one of our videos. I didn't do it because it's automatically uploaded, but it was there. So once again, we just want to make sure you know, Josh, I know you were upset about Tennessee beating us. There may be a volunteers man watching, but you really have to stop damaging yourself over it. Okay. No, that's
Yeah.
it. I just thought it would be funny.
Doing that one thing, I got caught and put into oblivion.
It's like that show. Did you ever watch that episode of Seinfeld where the girl pulls up next to him and he's itching the side of his nose, but she sees it. It was a scratch.
I gotta go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's hurry this up.
Yeah, it's time to get this thing wrapped up. Let's go ahead and talk about.
Are we doing predictions this week, or are
we got not this week? We've got to get the results from the predictions, though.
Okay, look, I have no clue. Okay,
hang on.
I know that Josh lost. Okay, because he picked Missouri to beat Alabama 30-27. Okay, but nobody was remotely near close.
I bet I was.
Austin said, I guess Austin will be the winner. He said 24-17. Q said 28-17. Wild Bill said 31-20, and I said 24-21.
So by close, Austin, what do you mean by that? Because you were not close.
There was no winner.
I'd say we all forfeit that one because we all shit the bed.
No, Josh, you want forfeits, but we're not doing forfeits. Well,
Okay, give
how do
somebody a victory.
we do the score? So it's 34.
It's been being
Nothing.
whoever was closest, and Austin would have been the closest because
Why
he
don't we
came
see what
in.
we've been
He
being
came in behind me and said 17. And if he'd have minded his own business, I could have won this week.
All right. So that means that he had a total score of 20. Is that correct? Because he said 31. Is that correct?
No, 24-17 is what he said. Nobody got it right.
Oh, 24. That's 10. So he had 37. And then what was Wild Bill's score?
28-17.
28-17. So we know that's 17 points. And so that's going to be
He's going to be closer than me.
25. And then what was yours, Amber?
24-21.
24-21. So that's 31. So I think you beat Austin. And then what was mine?
28-17.
Oh, I thought Wild Bill was 28-17.
No, he was 31-20.
Okay, 31-20. So that'd be 3. Yeah, I'd say Wild Bill.
There you go.
Say Wild Bill is the winner. He has a total score of 23 to my 25. So Wild Bill, you're the winner.
I don't
picked
ever
Alabama to win.
understand when we have to use math for this. I don't.
All right. Well, there you have it.
I wish y'all could have heard that. I was playing the Jeopardy song on my side. That took a long time.
I have one.
Well, before we end this particular episode, tell me what you guys
Uncle
think
Bill
about us
has
taking the
Uncle
top.
Bill has something.
Here,
Go for
as
it, Wild Bill.
As Josh does. Was Josh saying that we needed to hurry because he had to go?
Yes.
Who said? How long?
So
did
do
his
I.
How long did his segment go over?
Hey, Uncle
A couple
Bill,
of minutes.
An hour and a half.
Uncle Bill, you're like having my own CNN following me around, fact checking everything I do.
But don't get on here and say, "Hey, we got to wrap this up. I got to go." When you was about 10 minutes over on your segment.
Bill's over here.
Exactly,
Hey.
you are CNN. That was
Hey.
fake news. Maybe 1 or 2 minutes over. That's it.
It was 2.
It's a Nazi
Dennis
rally. It's a
preposterous.
Nazi rally.
2 minutes over. On
No.
Just said it.
Okay.
Your baby girl just confirmed. That you're fake news.
It was 2 minutes.
No, there's no
2
way.
minutes.
I'm sorry that I bore you that much. That 2 minutes.
Maybe it was.
like 10
Maybe
minutes.
Josh's segment was packed so full of goodness that it felt like a longer time. Actually, I think it would probably feel like a shorter time. But hey, that's it for this episode of the BS Podcast. That's right. The Tigers lay a golden egg. Alabama 34, Mizzou, the big fat 0. Don't forget to check out all the things we offer. Anything we sponsor on this podcast is something that we made. So make sure to check out IamJoshMoran.com where you will get high quality crap. Go pick some up. Make sure you look at Grit and Grace Goodies. That's right, www.gritandgracegoodies.com. Go check out don'ttreadonmeat.us. That's where you can get those carnivore shirts. We got lots of great shirts, even like this one right here. Come and take it, baby. That's right. You Patriots, go get after it. And you can find many of the things that we offer for the BS Podcast at quincymoran.com/apparel. And that's where you will find all the shirts that you've seen on the BS Podcast. Save the one that's game day from Grit and Grace Goodies. And with that, hey, we know that your time is valuable. We appreciate you watching the BS Podcast, and we will be back next week for another episode of the BS Podcast.
One message for you from your aunt. She will bust both of you in the head. You know, hear me?
It's not rocket science, you know.
I think you, like me, have a face for radio.
You know, hear me?
We gonna play with the players we got. Next man up.
That's why it sucks.
I'm not talking to you.
I'm not talking to you.
This kind of unprofessionalism does not need to be tolerated. I mean it. Like,
You know, hear me? You know, hear me? You know, hear me? You know, hear me?
what the hell is going on here? Just all hang up.
Another episode
of the BS Podcast.
Hang
Your
on,
host,
hang
Quincy
on,
Moran.
hang on. There's all kinds of noise in my ear now.
Oh, jeez.
We need a little bit more professionalism.